Hi, I'm Danny, Pre-Sales Technical Engineer here at Maztech. Today we're going to have a look at our advanced video wall processors and how they allow you to manage multiple inputs shown across multiple outputs. They allow you to drag, drop and resize your inputs across a single or multiple screens to suit your requirements. Here we have our advanced video wall processor. Our advanced video wall processors are made on a scalable chassis, meaning that you can add input cards to make the correct configuration for your project. They start at 2 inputs to 4 outputs. On this advanced video wall processor, we've got our control card, a web preview card, a 4-channel input card, 3 2-channel output cards, and an operator preview card. We've also got a single power supply. We can also have dual power supplies fitted, so you have a redundant power supply within your advanced video wall processor.
Once you've unboxed your advanced video wall processor, we now have to ensure that it's connected correctly. This means that we have to connect power, network connection, and the inputs and outputs required. Once everything is connected, you can now open the application and connect to your video wall processor. To do this, click the Communication tab at the top of the screen and click the Search button halfway down the window. If nothing appears, click Modify IP and ensure that the IP address that is in the box is within the Connect network range. Hit Modify to confirm the changes and then click Search again. Once you've input your IP information on the right, simply highlight the required video wall processor and click Connect. This will then connect you to the video wall processor, and you should then be able to see connect has become grayed out and disconnect is now highlighted. This means you can start making changes to your video wall processor. There are 4 main zones within the software: the functional area, the extension area, the operating area, and the status bar. The function area is where most of the basic functions of software, including communication, disconnection, controller management, device management, window management, and user management are located. The section at the top here is our functional area. The second area is the extension area. This is the area on the left-hand side of the software, including any cards that you might have plugged into the video wall processor, such as HDMI cards in this instance. This was where you can drag and drop your HDMI inputs onto the different displays that you have connected. The third area is the operating area. This shows the layout of your video wall. In this instance, it's a 2x2 video wall that we're using for this today, but this may be a 4x4, 8x8 or greater, depending on your configuration. Each screen will be shown and numbered accordingly. Finally is the status bar. This is the bar at the bottom of the software showing which user is logged in, information about the version of the software that you're running, and also the IP address of your advanced video wall processor. This is located right at the bottom of the screen. Now we're going to have a look at how to bring our different HDMI inputs into the operating area. As you can see on the left hand side in the extension section of the software, we have our different HDMI inputs shown. Currently we're showing HDMI 4 across the full video wall. HDMI 4 is our digital signage player. We can quickly and easily bring other HDMI inputs into the system, such as HDMI 1. By dragging and dropping, it will fill a full video wall. We can quickly scale this by pinching the corner and just resizing, like you would on common Windows applications. We can then bring another HDMI input into the system and drag it into a single display within the video wall. Another way we can resize the HDMI input is by right clicking and going to Property, and you can see we can adjust the height and width of the display. I'm quickly going to adjust this to only take half a video wall display. And click OK, and you'll see this change reflected on the video wall. I'm then going to bring another HDMI input in onto video wall display number 2 as well. And I'm just going to drag to resize this like we did earlier for HDMI 1. I'm also going to bring HDMI 4 back in, and we're going to extend this to take up 2 video wall displays, as you can see reflected on the video wall. Within the Advanced Video Wall Processor software, we have the ability to create presets, or as referred to in the software, modes. As you can see here, are 4 inputs, 1 across each display. And what we're going to do, we're going to resize a couple of the displays. So you can see I've just extended HDMI 4 to go across the complete bottom of the video wall. And I'm going to leave HDMI 2 and 1 to 1 screen each. I'm now going to go in and save this mode as scene 2 by clicking on scene 2, right clicking and then click save. You'll see this reflected straight away, and you'll also see in the top right hand corner we've now got scene number 1 and number 2. These are the quick presets for you to change between these configurations. When I press 1, the video wall will automatically go to scene 1 configuration, as you'll see reflected on the video wall. What we can also do is go in and change the configuration of each display. So we're going to go back into scene 2, and you'll see this reflected again. And this time I'm going to right click on HDMI 4 and I'm going to set it to bottom. This means that HDMI 3, which we didn't remove earlier, is now set on top of HDMI 4. This can be useful for showing only part of an input, but also showing the extra input that you need. We can quickly remove HDMI 3 by clicking the X in the top corner of the HDMI 3 input screen. What I'm going to do now is show you how quickly and easily we can swap between our different presets. I'm going to go to the top right hand corner of the software and swap between my different modes. You'll see this is updated in real time. This allows us to use several different input layouts without having to spend time rearranging them when you want to swap the inputs over. I'm now going to swap back to scene 2, and you'll see how quickly this is reflected on the video wall. The software also has a preview function for the inputs. Simply click the preview toggle at the top of the screen. You will then get this bar appear across the bottom. Press the 3 dots and click All Preview, and you'll see all our inputs come in numerical order across the bottom. This allows you to make sure that you're selecting the correct input when you're configuring your layouts. If you choose the optional web preview card, this allows you to configure the video wall without software. As you can see, we've opened up a web page that has a very similar layout to the software application, and it also allows us to interact with the video wall in real time. As you can see, I've just removed HDMI 2 that was over the first display, and I'm just going to drag and drop that back into position now. It's much the same as the software in that you can drag and resize. You can also save preset plans. We simply go into contextual, click on the mode that we wish to select, and save that as a plan. Please note that the plans within the web preview and the plans within the software are 2 different layouts. Please design your content accordingly to which system you wish to use. The web preview allows multiple users from multiple positions to control the content. This means that not everybody requires the software application installing on their device to be able to manage the video wall effectively.
Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us.